Hey guys, welcome to Module 2, Lucrative Assets. In this video, we're going to go over some things that's going to help you build your actual store. Now, I want you to start looking at your store as assets. It is property to you. So you want it to look as legitimate as possible. You want it to look safe and trustworthy for all your customers to come to. And so what we're going to do is we're going to choose a theme and help you build out your theme so that you know exactly what is needed to get your store started. All right. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go ahead and click on the online store icon to your left. Once you click on that icon, it's going to take you over to the themes. Now you start off with one that is known as the Launchpad Star theme. Now this is very simple, very basic. We'll kind of go over it. And this is not the one that we're going to use. So you can kind of see that it's just very bland. And so what we're going to do is we're going to choose a better theme with bigger buttons that has a better checkout page that you can actually alter in order to make your store look better. All right, so let's go ahead and click on Visit Theme Store. Now you can see that there are many different themes that you could choose from. If you do have the budget, then you can go ahead and buy some of these themes if they appeal to you. There's also other places where you can look as far as premium, all industries. But where we're going to go is the free section so that we can go ahead and get this rolling. All right. And so now what you're looking for inside of a theme, you're looking for something with a big button. You're looking for something with a clean and crisp checkout. Now, one of the items that I found, or one of the themes that I found, is the Venture theme. Their checkout is very, very professional. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. And we're going to make alterations to it as well. But you can kind of see like what it looks like. And if you do want to venture off to some of the others, then you can go ahead and click on View Demo and you can take a look at how the theme is supposed to look. Okay, and when you're looking at this theme, this is something that you want to ask yourself, would I buy here? Does this look like a legit store? So one thing that I see that there is a slideshow that you can add that does slide from slide to slide. I also see that as I scroll down or even as I go up, that there you can see where the logo is going to be. You can see exactly where the navigation is. And on top of that, you can see that the way that the items are ordered. Now, this doesn't mean that your store has to be ordered this way or that your products have to be set up in this exact way. But there are different ways that you can make your products look different, the way that you can assign your store. And we're going to go over that in just a moment. All right. And so what you want to do is click on one of the products just so you can get a look at what the button looks like. Take a look at what their products look like. And this is exactly how you want to set up your products. You can see here that there's a price, a nice short title for your items, and then you can see that there's a big button. Now the big button actually does a lot. For one, this is the page that your customers will be landing on when they click on your links and when they're seeing your advertisements. They'll be going directly to your product page. So having a nice and secure looking checkout page is very, very important because you can lose up to 50% of your sales, if not all of your sales, just by the fact of how horrible your checkout page looks. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install this theme, and we're going to make our changes and make our different add our different apps in and make our little small tweaks inside this theme. So let's go ahead and click on Publish as my store theme. Right, and it just takes a little second to load up, and we are good. Now, also, you want to kind of update your themes about every 3 months. Make sure that you're staying up with the calendar awareness. If you have a banner that says spring and it's now summer, then you want to go ahead and change that to summer. Just for instance. So let's go ahead and click on Customize Your Theme. All right, perfect. So now we kind of see like where it is. Now the first thing that you can do is you can go ahead and click on presets, and oftentimes they have a little preset here on how they're set up. So let's click on outdoors, and say save current as new preset, or click on outdoors, apply a preset without saving. Let's just take a look at what this changes it to. You can kind of see that the colors change. So really, it's just a color scheme of the change. Let's click on boxing. Let's see what happens here. You see here now we have more like a gray and a red. All right, so it all depends on how you want your store to look. I think with ours, we're going to go ahead and keep the top background black. Now this is the colors. This is where you can change it yourself. All right, so what we're doing is I changed this one to black. See the page background. All right, so now we can change this to back. Oftentimes what happens is that a crisp, clean white shows off your custom or show off your products a lot better than anything else. So we'll go ahead and keep that going. The button, we're going to make it more like a bright red. Just to kind of go on with it. And you can kind of see already that our store is starting to look awesome. All right, so we're looking at the footer, and you kind of want to go through all of these and just see if there's anything that you would like to change. So far, I see everything a-okay. You can change the font. Let's say that we want click Old Standard, and you can see that the font changes. All right. Let's try Roboto, see what happens. All right, yeah, so we'll go ahead and leave it at Roboto here, and we'll leave it at 17 pixels. So there's not a lot to change on this one. Of course, you know, you can always go ahead and hire or outsource or have your store built to make it look better than what you normally would if you're not into the whole graphic design and things or the website design. But this is just a quick and simple way to get your store up and rolling until you're ready to do that. So you can choose a stretch image. This will actually cause your collections to kind of mesh. And just kind of stretch the image all together. And you'll see a little bit more of the collections when we come to that feature. We're going to show on collection or show on mobile, and let's see, featured content. Right, so I can put the featured content right here, and then now my featured content will actually come right here. Of course, you will want to type something there, and so we're going to go over exactly what you want to put inside of there. All right, featured products is already there. Let's go ahead and choose a sidebar, which would be the home page. Perfect. Cart page. Enable order notes. Yes. So let me go back to the cart page here. So when allowing them to make notes, sometimes your customers is going to leave you a little note on what's happening. So since we don't have a product here, you won't necessarily see it now, but there's a space where they'll write down their notes, what they want. They may actually make like a small request or anything like that, and it just kind of allows them to write to you exactly what they want. Sometimes they mess up and they accidentally choose the wrong item, or they don't know how to go to the actual product, which does help signify, okay, maybe you need to do some rearranging in order to make your products and your variances accessible to your customer. Now, when you have the variances, this is just the different types of the product. So what happens is when people check out and they write a note, it's just to help assure you exactly what it is that they want, so that both parties will run smoothly. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on save right here. All right, and so yeah, I'm liking our page. Now here's a couple of things that you may want. First is, this is the slideshow. You may actually want a banner. So it's very important that your banner matches your store. So what we're going to do here is just go to google.com. And we're just going to go ahead and type in shopping. All right. And you can just see like there's a lot of different ones that you can use. Kind of liking this one. So let's go ahead and put this banner up. Let me go ahead and save it. Shopping on desktop. We're just going to go back here. And see if we can get that added. All right, and so you want to go ahead and go to homepage slideshow, replace. And boom, now you have your banner at the top. And let's move that welcome to shop. We just leave the browse all products. And then so this will actually take you to the actual products. It's very subtle. Let's go ahead and save that. And you can also make alterations to your banners if you actually go to picmonkey.com. That's PICMONKEY.com. All right. And if you just click edit, you can actually go to edit your picture. So maybe you want to cut some of this slack off at the top. You can go ahead and do so. And cutting the slack off at the top also leaves room to show some more of the bags. So we'll just go all the way down to the bottom, apply, and you can actually add a little bit of words here. So let's see. Let's put that in all caps. All right, and just look at what type of difference that this makes just by simply adding a little bit more. Just gonna fade it out a little bit. Maybe we could make it like that. And perfect. Right, smooth, simple, and easy. It's something that you can do. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. Now, something else, I'm gonna go ahead and go to picmonkey.com again, that you can use PicMonkey for, is for your logos. I use this all the time. You're gonna see me refer back to PicMonkey a few times, so definitely keep this bookmarked. Make notes if you need to for this website here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to design. All right, now you can use many things to actually create your own logo. But what we're going to do here is, for the sake of time and just to show you like a quick fix, for those of you guys that don't want to use too much creativity and everything, we're just going to go ahead and create a new logo. All right, so your trends, I'm just going to do your text. And trends. Okay, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and spice this up a bit. So we have and let's go ahead and change the background color because the top of ours is black, so we want to be able to see what it's going to look like. All right, so we definitely want to change that color up. And let's make this red. Cool, I like the way that it's looking. Then we can go ahead and add a little bit more. Right here you have a geometric box. You can't really see right now because it's black. So let me change the color for you just so you can take a look at it. And then with this, you can make this transparent. And automatically there's going to be a black ring around it. So I'm going to change that to red. I'm just going to kind of outline that. All right. Then here's a neat trick that you could do. You could go ahead and press Command C and Command V. Okay, sorry about that. Did the wrong one. So let's go ahead and try that one more time. All right. So we're going to click on it, Command C, then Command V, and you can see here that it created the same exact one. I'm just going to kind of double that over. Let's make this one white. All right, and then so something else that you can do that's pretty neat is that you can actually erase part of it too. So let's go ahead and erase this white that's right here. Make sure we can erase all of that white right here, just to make it look a little bit better. And there we go. Perfect. Now we have the Your Trends logo. So let's go back. And what we're going to do here is that we're just going to go ahead and make the canvas transparent. Create the transparent canvas. What this does is it makes it a PNG, which means that you can use any type of background. You can see here that the colors turn into little squares of gray and white, and that lets you know that that is a transparent background. The background is not evident. So now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and crop this area here. Crop it as close as possible without cutting it off. Create apply. And you can even once again still go back and look at it with the color so that you can kind of get like a visual of it. Something else that also helps with your logos and things like that is if you just simply change the fonts. A lot of times the fonts being different gives it a whole nother feel. So you can kind of see like this one. If I go like this and put this in there, it looks totally different. Or if I go with more of a Jedi, however you choose to look at it, you know, the font has a lot to do with it. Make it look rugged, make it look more elegant, however you want to do it. But we're going to go ahead and go back with what we had originally. And don't worry about making the changes. Just go to the undo button right down here at the bottom. And it changes everything back for you. So we went a few steps ahead. So let's go ahead and go all the way back. Two more. Okay, and we're good. All right, so we even have the black background gone again. So we're gonna go ahead and click save. Save to my computer, Your Trends. Now the importance of having a logo is that it really brands your store, and even putting it on some of your items, like some of your ad pictures, putting it on your posters and things like that, it actually helps out. So let's replace this with the new picture that we just did. Okay, yeah, so I guess we didn't save that, so we're gonna go ahead and leave that together. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and replace the logo with our logo. Right? And automatically places it there. We can even arrange how much of it we want it to be used at that top so it won't be too big. Let's go ahead and try like 200. And boom. Okay, so now we have a nice little logo. Now it doesn't look exactly the same as before, Gives a little bit more to it so that it doesn't look as dull. All right, and let's go ahead and go back to colors. And I'm gonna show you guys how to remove this right here. So instead of having that white there, we can make this transparent. And now it changes the whole thing right here. So now people will not see so now it's not covering the banner, and you can just see the products. All right, and so we'll go a little bit over on how to add those products in just a moment. So let's go ahead and click save. All right, and we're doing awesome right now. And so now what we want to do is we want to add some other apps. Okay, and so I kind of cut away to an already made store that we already have the apps on for, so that you can kind of take a look at some of the apps that we use. So Horrify countdown timer. This actually allows you to place a countdown timer on top of your items. So the way to add this is just go ahead and click on Visit Shopify App Store. And then you want to go ahead and just click on Horrify. All right. Now, adding this to your store, you have to add this to each individual product. And we're just going to go ahead and mute this out. And if you skip up, you can kind of see here. This is what this is actually what it looks like, and what it does is it creates scarcity. The reason why you want to create scarcity is so that your customer feels like they have to buy now. If they feel like they could buy it later, a lot of times they just kind of forget about it and then don't buy it. Especially since most of your targeting is going to be through impulse buys on the internet, then you want to make sure that you receive that you're receiving this item in a fast way. And so you can see like some of the pictures that they have. So many claimed, hurry, only a few left. This is the type of items that's going to be on top of your products, and we're going to go into deeper on how to add those once we start adding products to your store. All right. So let's go back here, and then we're just going to look back at the apps and the countdown timer bar. This is another great app. And so what this does is this allows you to once again create even more scarcity. This shows at the top of your screen, or on the top of your store anytime somebody comes in, so that they can know that this is how long your store is running a promotion. Now you can make your own promotion. Now I always put a sale on there, and I actually have it set to where it resets at 11:30 every day. So you can see here, I'm going to have it on type C, countdown daily from one time of day to another time of day, repeatedly between start time and the end time. So every time that it goes from 12 a.m. to 11:30 p.m., at 11:30 p.m., it starts right back up again. And so I have it at the top of the page, and it pushes the rest of the page down, just so that it makes the site look better. So every time that every time that somebody scrolls, they're able to see that there's only so much more time for this actual item. So once you go ahead and click on expand here, this is like your advanced options. You're able to upgrade and use some of these pictures, but then you're also able to change the text. You're able to change the colors. How do you want it? Just make your item personalized. Cool. And so we're going to go ahead and go back to apps. And next you have Overload. Overload, you want to go ahead and add. We're going to go a little bit more into that later. The reason why you want to add Overload is because this is more so for your fulfillment. So get ready for that training module, because Overload is going to do a great role of work as far as adding products and also fulfilling them. All right, T-Launch. T-Launch is definitely a great asset to have. You're going to see that a little bit more inside of your custom, the Customify module. Lastsecond coupon. Now, Lastsecond coupon, you can use this. This is another app also made by the Countdown Timer Bar. All right, so you can see here exactly what it looks like. So when you edit this one, you choose your frame. You can go from blue, it'll make it blue, gray, which we had it'll make it gray. And then all you want to do is just go ahead and choose like a little funny meme, a little funny picture. You can once again use PicMonkey and create that picture. So once you're actually creating this discount, what this does is it leaves a pop-up. So every time that somebody is about to leave your store, this pop-up comes up and it says, leaving so soon, you didn't use your discount. Get 10% off your purchase today. And it says wild deal 1776. So this is a perfect deal for them. And so they're receiving 10% off, and the way that they use that is by simply making this first off. Add your picture, add the words, and it's all pretty much self-explanatory. The only thing that you have to do is just go to discounts and now make that discount available. So that when I add my discount code, which I want it to be wild deal 1776, I can go and just add $10 off of this order. And this is very powerful. For one, it creates more retention for your customers. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to apps. And we're going to get a little bit more into the retargeting app. The retargeting app, this is more so for maximizing your profit. Once you actually start this, you don't want to start the campaign just yet. You want to wait till you actually receive some sales. So wait about 2 weeks in, and you're going to start seeing more sales. And you can see that this store here made $795 off of $369. With a revenue of over 1,000, and now this was only ran for a little bit of time. So you can see that this one helps you out. It doesn't now, depending on the type of money that you put into it, the more that's going to help out your store. Is definitely a great asset that you want to have. Okay, and which leaves us with the security one. This is pretty free. Well, this is free, and what it does is it just kind of ensures your customers are secure. Abandonment protector. Now this one you want to have set up before you start your store, and when you actually click on orders, excuse me. So we'll go back to the old store just so you can see it. So when you click on orders, you'll see abandonment checkouts, and you're going to get abandoned checkouts. It's okay if you get abandoned checkouts. You're not doing nothing wrong. It's just the amount of them you want to kind of keep an eye on. You're going to receive a few of these a day. Now, if you start to see more abandoned carts than the usual, or you're receiving a lot of abandoned carts and not enough sales, then maybe you want to tweak your price. It just lets you know that that there's some tweaking that needs to be done. There's some reason why people are going to your store, but they're not buying. Okay. And so what Abandonment Protector does is Abandonment Protector emails all of those people that started to place the order but did not, so they abandoned it. And so what you want to do is first just go to email campaigns. Now when you go in here, it's going to first say exactly what it is that you need to set up. Okay, so you're going to choose 3 templates. Any of these templates will do. You just want to make sure that you add your logo to the top, and then you're going to add these copies to them. The first copy is going to write, "Oh no, it seems as though you left something awesome in your cart and forgot to order it. It's okay though, I saved it for you. If you have any issues or special services, I'm happy to assist. Below are some of the items currently in your shopping cart." And that's where people are going to see the actual shopping cart item that they left behind, and it's gonna give them where they can actually go get it at, or actually provide a link for them to go get it, right? And so you want that one to be set to 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after they left their abandoned cart. All right, and so now the second email, this one is another follow up. It comes in 4 hours after. You want it to be placed 4 hours after, and it's going to read, "We are selling out. I can see that you did not complete your purchase, so I want to offer my help. You can tell me if you had any issues or require special services. I am happy to help." And once again, it's going to show a place where they can go ahead and place their order again. Now, this is the one that's going to do great. This one comes out 48 hours after, and this one says, This is your last chance. This is your last chance to receive this item. Don't miss out. Go, go, go. And it's going to give them a 10% discount on the item as well. So with this 10% discount, once again, all you have to do is just create the discount. You can use the same discount that you use for the last second checkout, and your abandonment cart is ready to go. Okay, so now we're back to the apps, and another item that you want to use is the FOMO app. Now, the FOMO app it used to be known as Notify, and what it does is it tells you that there's certain sales that are here, and we'll go ahead and take a look of what that looks like inside the apps here. So let's type in Notify, and you'll see FOMO. And so what it does is it brings up a small pop-up that says, hey, somebody bought this a minute ago, an hour ago, yesterday, so on and so forth. And this helps bring more people to your store, and it allows them to kind of shop and browse a little bit more and see what people are actually buying. When people see that other people bought it, it entices them to want to buy too, because for one, you have your scarcity, which showing, okay, maybe I need to get this because people are buying this up. All right. And so after that, you have your better shipping, right? And so now your better shipping is the key point to all of this. In order to set this up, you have to first set up your carrier calculated shipping. And in order to do so, what you want to do is go ahead and click on your name at the bottom left, and you want to go ahead and click on Shopify Help Center. From Shopify Help Center, you're going to scroll down to this row of people, and you're going to click Contact Shopify Support. All right. From there, you're going to go ahead and open up a chat. Go ahead and start. It's going to authenticate using your link. Now, once this actually authenticates, you just want to ask them a simple question. Hey, I want to add carrier calculated shipping to my store for $20. Okay, now I want you guys to know that when you type this in, the whole thing about it is that carrier calculated shipping, once again, is only for the third plan, which is $299. But you can get it customized to your store for only $20 more. So instead of paying $79.99 a month, you're only paying $99.99 a month, and it's a custom plan for you. So once you do this, now you can add your better shipping. And once you add your better shipping, it is important that you go ahead and you go to your settings. You click on shipping, and what you want to do is underneath shipping, you want to get rid of all of this stuff here. Once it's actually showing, your shipping should look. Let's go ahead and click on settings here. So your shipping should look just like this. So all you see is the better shipping emblem, and that lets you know that your better shipping is working. Now, when you put for the rest of the world, US should be regular. When you put it for the rest of the world, make sure you click on edit, and you're gonna increase their shipping for an extra 50%. All right, so it's gonna increase for another 50%, and then you are done. So once you have that added, now you're ready to rock and roll. And some of these other apps we'll kind of go over in a little bit as well. The last app that you need is actually Yotpo Reviews. And what this does is it allows different reviews inside of your store. So what it does is it sends out an email about 6 months later that allows your customer to come to rate your service. You're gonna choose the best one, and you're gonna allow those on your store so that people can see that this is the item that's being bought. Okay, and so that does it for this section. I want you guys to go ahead and move on to the next section where we're going to go over some more valuable things and actually get you started on how to make money. All right, see you at the next module.